What's going on, everybody? My name is Alex and welcome back to my channel. Another day, another dollar. Welcome back, saints and friends. Again, not too many announcements today. Just make sure you head on over to my Instagram, clutchfitness_LLC, to get all, the latest updates on what's going on with Clutch Fitness and what we're doing. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I don't know what that sound was, but it's fine. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. So with all of that YouTuberness out the way, let's actually get into the video. So I wanted to do this video on squatting, and the reason is because someone told me, and I'm not going to disclose who, they told me that they don't incorporate squatting into their workouts because they have bad knees. And I am here to tell you that's not an excuse. So having bad knees is a result of a lot of impact. For one, like if you're doing a lot of running, jumping, cutting, things like that, it's 9 times out of 10 the ligaments and things like that are kind of just worn out. If you've had surgeries on your knee before and things like that, that's 9 times out of 10 what it is. Or if you've done none of that in your lifetime, the tendon that connects your kneecap. So the way without trying to show you a video, maybe I'll plug in a picture over this when I edit it, but the way your knee is configured. So you have the femur, the tibia, and then that patella, which is the floating bone right there. And then you have ligaments and tendons that connect the bone to the other bone and to the muscle. So your main quadriceps muscle, which is your rectus femoris, it has a quadriceps tendon that goes right over the patella, and then there is a patellar ligament that's right under it, and all of that connects together so that your knee is connected to both of those bones. So it's connected to the femur and the tibia, which is why your knee kind of goes into this little motion when you're bending. Now, 9 times out of 10, if you've never done any cutting or jumping, or if you've never played sports and you still have bad knees, normally because of weight or the way you walk or gait, it could be an array of reasons. However, bad knees is not an excuse, is what I'm trying to say, for not adding squats into your workout routine. Now, to be fair, not everyone can perform a deep squat, and that's okay. Some people have limited range of motion. Some people don't have the mobility and the flexibility to get, butt to floor. It's another, I'm not going to curse on here, but, beat to grass. If you can think of what rhymes with grass, you know what I'm saying. But that's in the fitness world, what you say, beat to grass. Everyone can't get that. Everyone can't get that low, and that's okay. You don't have to do that in order to perform a good form squat. Now, for the people who say I have bad knees, so that's why I don't incorporate squats into my workouts. Okay, I'm here to tell you, you squat every day doing regular schmegular things, and you may not even realize it. Example number 1, when you get in and out of your car, you have to squat down unless you have a big truck or something where you have to step up. If you have a regular sedan, you're typically stepping in, squatting to sit down, and then getting up. When you're just sitting in a regular chair, you're squatting to sit, and then you have to get up. When you're going to the bathroom, you're squatting to sit, and you have to get up. All of those things are different forms of squats, and you may not realize that, but it is what it is. And for all the women out there who go into public restrooms, I'm hoping you're doing this, but if you don't, I'm not judging, whatever, do you. When you go into a public restroom and you go to use the bathroom, you're 9 times out of 10, you're gonna squat. If you're not, if your legs are weak, you're gonna be struggling trying to use the bathroom and squatting and doing all of these things at one time. So this is why adding squats into your workout routine are very, very important, because you're doing them every day anyway. So why not perfect them doing them in your workouts so that you know that your form is correct. So when you're just doing it and not even thinking about it, you know your form is good. So you're not injuring yourself not knowing it, because you could be squatting and doing it all wrong, and that's why your knees could hurt. But I digress. Another thing people will try to throw out there is, I'm too old to squat. I'll tell you something, you're never too old to squat. I have had many of clients that are in their 60s, 70s, who I have them performing squats. Now, do I have them, doing a barbell squat with 200 pounds on it? No, but I have them doing TRX box squats. I have them doing goblet squats. I have them doing just regular body weight squats. I have them doing those different types of things just to make sure that they're keeping the range of motion and the mobility at a decent level in their knees, so they're not having those arthritis pains and things like that. You have to be able to move so that your ligaments and things like that can secrete that fluid to keep, everything nice and moist in those, I hate that word, but that's whatever, to keep everything, nice and healthy. So I don't want to hear you're too old to squat either, because I call BS, because you're not too old. So do them, and do them now. Do them now while you're watching this video. Do as many squats as you can while you're watching this video, and hit the like button. There you go. See how I add that in there? You saw that? All right, I'm getting good at this, right? But yeah, so I don't want to hear that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some pros and cons of squatting. I'm going to get the cons out of the way now, because there's only one. And literally the only con to squatting is if you're squatting and your form is bad, you could develop an injury, or you could injure yourself. There's a better chance of injury if you're squatting incorrectly. Literally, that's the only con. I can't think of any more cons. I went to my good friend Google, couldn't find any more cons. There are no cons, okay? If you are not currently injured and your doctor says to you that you should not squat, and even then, and again, I am no doctor, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But a lot of doctors and physicians, when they say you shouldn't squat because you have bad knees, I mean, are they an orthopedic surgeon, or are they an orthopedic doctor? Because you're squatting every day. So what is the truth? Again, take what I say with a grain of salt. I do not have an MD, PhD after my name, so that is just in my professional opinion about in taking into the different clients that I've seen into consideration. That's just what I think. But again, so pros. First pro, you're strengthening the muscles and tendons and ligaments and everything else around your knee. As I said before, you have four main quadriceps muscles that are going to go into that knee. So you have your rectus femoris, your vastus lateralis, vastus medialis, and vastus intermedius that go into your patellar tendon. Okay, you have your quadriceps tendon, your patella, and then your patella tendon. When you're strengthening up your muscles, you're strengthening up the ligaments and the tendons that are helping move that joint. You have to strengthen up your joints in order for you to move efficiently. If you're not moving, you're not going to move efficiently. That's why I tell, especially my older clients, that you have to get up and move. You have to get up and do things, because you have to get those joints moving. You got to get those secretions going so that you're able to, be pain-free as long as possible. Second pro, squats help improve your posture. So when you're squatting, there is a certain form that you should be, maintaining. Making sure the butt is back, knee is as vertical as possible, making sure the knee does not go past the toes, keeping a big chest, shoulders back. When we are sitting all day, if you work in an office or whatever you do and you're sitting all day, we have a tendency to have a rounded back, rounded shoulders, and you start to get this hunchback. So when you squat and you do the proper form, that starts to open up that chest, you get that core tight, you have a straight spine, and things like that. So that definitely, when you're doing it correctly, practicing your squat form, it will definitely drastically improve your posture, especially if you notice that you start having those rounded shoulders and that rounded back. If you have back pain, I always incorporate squats into my program. So if clients come to me and say, hey, I'm having a little bit of back pain, no, I'm not gonna have them barbell lift, but I'm gonna have them do some TRX squats. I'm gonna have them do some goblet squats, just to kind of strengthen up the core and the back and the legs, because at the end of the day, everything is connected. So squats normally will be able to target all of that at one time, and that's good to help with posture. Third pro, so when done correctly, it is a full body exercise, like I was just saying. So since it's a full body exercise, you're going to burn fat a lot faster doing squats than you are to do something else. So a lot of people will just do squats if they're trying to build up their glutes or trying to, you know, build the butt. But you should do squats regardless. If your main thing is trying to lose weight, definitely incorporate squats because it is a full body exercise, and you're gonna burn, you know, you're gonna burn a lot more fat than just trying to target, you know, a one joint exercise like a I don't know, a leg extension or something like that. Doing multi-joint movements is definitely better for fat burning than doing single joint movements. 4, I think that was 4. Yes, fourth pro. It's very cost effective. You need absolutely nothing to do a squat. In this whole time of quarantine, when gyms were closed, you could have been doing 100, 200, 1,000 squats a day and you didn't need any type of equipment. Now, granted, doing bodyweight squats is very boring sometimes, especially when you do them over and over and over again. However, they're still effective. And if you do enough, you'll get tired and you'll tire your muscles out, and you know, it'll feel like you got a decent workout in. But you need nothing. You can do them at work, you can do them at the park, you can do them in the bathroom, you can do them in the living room, you can do them on a plane, on a train, wherever you're at, you can do some squats. So it's very cost effective. If you feel like you need to get a workout in, you can do some squats, do some push-ups, do you know, quick core or something, I don't know. But like I said, cost effective. I'm just gonna leave it there. You can do them anywhere. And last but not least, 5th pro. So when you do a squat correctly, it definitely does increase your mobility. I had a client that when he first came to me, honestly, his mobility was not the greatest. He would squat and his knees would go outward. Sometimes they would go inward depending on the day, you know, had a rounded back. All of those things it was just not good. So we took the proper steps to be able to get, you know, some good range of motion and some mobility exercises, things like that. And been working with me for about a year now. Now we're, you know, at the point where he's able to squat, you know, do a barbell squat. Is it perfect? No, but we went from not being able to do really a bodyweight squat in correct form to a decent form at a barbell squat that is much harder because it takes a lot more of core strength, upper body strength, and things like that for you to execute. So with that being said, like I said, squats will help improve your mobility if you keep on doing it the way you're supposed to do it. And if you are doing it correctly. If you don't think you're doing it correctly, please reach out to a trainer, reach out to me, like anybody that you know that knows something about fitness and about doing exercises correctly. Don't ask some Joe Schmo because they have a six-pack, because they may very well not know what they're doing. It could, you know, set you up for injury. But ask somebody that you trust, ask somebody that is knowledgeable to make sure that you're doing your form correctly. And I promise you, if you keep up with it and you do it in at least all your leg routines, you will notice a big difference. You will notice that nagging back pain go away. You will notice that you are able to sit up straight without thinking about it. You will notice your posture being better. You will notice that knee pain going away. You will notice all of these different things. So with all of that being said, I feel like this is a long video, but whatever, here we are. With all of that being said, make sure that you're adding squats into your routine. I promise you, you will not regret it. And I promise you, you will feel better. And not immediately, but you will eventually feel better. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It'll be a positive change, positive reaction, whatever. You will feel much better, you will move better, and all of those good things, all positive things. So don't make the excuse that you can't squat because of your knees or because of your age or whatever. Get out there, do some squats. I don't care if you're not going all the way down to 90 degrees or I don't care if you're not going parallel. If you're not going parallel or if you're not going past parallel. If you can only do a half squat, that's fine. Do a half squat until you have the range of motion to go past that. Don't go past pain. Don't try to push yourself to a limit where you feel like you could injure yourself. Listen to your body, listen to what it needs, but still be able to do something that makes you uncomfortable without putting you into the position to injure yourself. I know that was a lot at one time. I know that was a lot of words in like one sentence because I didn't feel like there was any punctuation there. But again, here we are. I'm ending the video now. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and the notification bell. Follow me on Instagram, clutchfitness_LLC. And make sure you check out that website when it drops. It may be out by the time I post this video. It may not. I don't know. If it is, I'll put it in the link in the description below. And again, go make sure you check out my Instagram page. Thank you so much again for watching. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Until next time, peace.